Hey everyone, and welcome to another All About RVs video tour. Today I am checking out this brand new 2026 VIBE Extreme Lite 2400RB travel trailer here, built by Forestriver RV. This is a one slide out couple style coach. We're going to take a few minutes here, walk you through the inside and outside of this RV, and really kind of show you what it's all about. We'll be right back on the inside. All right, we are now up inside the brand new 2026 VIBE Extreme Lite 2400RB couples travel trailer here by Forestriver RV. As you've seen on the floor plan that was up a few seconds ago, this is kind of a rear living room slash dining area setup with a front bedroom. Really not sure why they call it an RB, because usually that means rear bathroom in the industry. This is more of a, I don't know, RD or a RL model in my opinion, because it's more of a rear dining area or rear living room area. But factories do what they want, right? So back here in the back, let's get started here. We have a huge window back here overlooking the rear of the RV. That does open. There's another window over here on the side, and that window also opens. You have two little stools here that do come with it. There's electric outlets and USB charger ports down there. You can also see heat ducts down there. There's an electric box with the breakers and fuses over there. You have some shelf space over here where your TV's at. This is a smart TV, and it is on a swing arm, so you can kind of maneuver that around. You're going to have some storage shelf space up above and below that TV area right there. Now, just kind of looking up here, you can see this does have the Chill Cube AC on it. Very nice AC system. And I am currently just using one of the two ACs that's on there. It is about 94 degrees outside right now. Again, just have one AC on. And you can see here by the thermostats, it's saying 69, 69. Now the second AC is actually in this bedroom. I do not have that on. And according to this thermostat in here, it says it's about 74 in here right now. So, you know, one AC on a 93 degree day, and I am sitting in the shade of a garage. So I'm sure it would be a little worse if I was actually sitting outside in direct sunlight, but that's still a pretty big temperature drop just going off of one AC. If I turned on that second AC, I'm sure that bedroom would have cooled down really fast along with the rest of the trailer here. But again, nice little setup, couples coach here by VIBE. And right down here, you are gonna have a theater seat setup with a flip up and down armrest and cup holder thing in the middle. Also has USB charger port. You have cup holders on the outer arms as well. But it's kind of nice. Your theater seat is somewhat directly across from your TV area over there. That big window behind the theater seat also opens. Over here is some controls. For example, the awning, slide out, some light switches, 12-volt tank heaters, water pump, monitor panel. Up here we have our ceiling light area, and it does have some dimmable lights in here off of this switch. So there's a few different switches throughout the RV, but some of them are actually dimmable switches. Over here is going to be your Furrion 12-volt powered refrigerator, freezer on top, fridge on bottom, and a lot of pantry space right there as well. You'll notice the slide floor has the same matching lino as the main floor. But what do you guys think of the look of this new 2026 VIBE 2400RB here? Check out the ceiling. They did a completely different looking ceiling this year. Do you guys like that look? Do you like that kind of two-tone look that's going on in this RV? There's a roof vent over there, a skylight up here as well. You're going to have some overhead cabinet space above that huge window right there. Speaking of that window does also open. Over to the left of our sink, we are going to also have some more overhead cabinet space there too. The sink does have the high-rise sprayer faucet and an undermount sink going on right there. You have the little pop-up electric outlet there coming through the counter. A 3-burner gas stovetop with the flip up and down glass lid, the light up knobs. Then down below right here, we have the microwave slash convection oven setup here. Nice little microwave setup. Multiple drawers. You will have some more storage space underneath of that counter area over there. Then we are going to move on toward the bathroom area. So you're going to have electric outlet, propane leak detector, and then this thermostat over here is the furnace control. So you have a propane furnace that you'll control with this thermostat. Moving into the bathroom, you can see the on-demand water heater controls right there. Let's get spun around here so you can see this a little better. There's a backlit mirror there and some cabinet space beside that mirror. Down below, you're going to have some more storage space down here. You have the porcelain foot flush toilet. There's a heat duct down here. There's also AC duct in the bathroom in case you do keep the doors closed for separation. You still have heat and air both. And you have the ABS tub surround. And it's basically a step-in shower. And then you're into your master bedroom, and basically you're going to have a sliding door on each side to block off for privacy. So you'll have a sliding door on this side of the bathroom and one on the living room kitchen side. But looking over here, you're going to also have your entry exit way to the bedroom. So if you're just wanting to come directly into the bedroom area, you can do so without entering the back of the RV. It has that window built in that's Lippert thin shade ready. It also has a window over there that does open. Again, you could see that second AC up there. Some overhead cabinet space and hanging closet on each side of the bed. Now back in behind the closet area, there is some shelf space back there, along with USB charger ports and electric outlets as well. And same thing over on the other side. And then over here, you have another huge window over here on this side. TV hookups up there, so there's an electric outlet and TV cable hookups up there. Your booster button for your TV antennas up there. The digital thermostat for the bedroom AC there, light switch there. There is a decent amount of room to maneuver around this bed area, and this bed does raise up. So you can see it popped up there in that picture, giving you some extra storage space. And also there's a little cubby area underneath of that you can maybe kick your shoes and stuff if you want to. But what do you guys think of this little thing? This thing comes in under 30 feet long. Again, one slide out, a very nice little couples coach. But let's take a minute here. I want to run you around the outside of the RV, and then we're going to come back in. I want to show you what it looks like closed too. So we'll be right back on the outside. All right, we are now back on the outside of the brand new 2026 VIBE Extreme Lite 24RB travel trailer here by Forestriver RV. Starting here on the door side, we're gonna work our way around for you. So first things up, you have a light gray fiberglass exterior, aluminum studded foam block insulated sidewall. There is a lower gray and black metal skirting down this bottom half of it. You have some vinyl graphics on here. This unit has a large pass-through storage area on the front here. You can see some of that aluminum tube framing there, motion light in there, and a couple light switches for the lights on the front. Now looking down below here, you can see there is power front stabilizer jacks, a gas line hookup down there, and also you can kind of see some of that huck bolt framing for the BAL frame system. Very nice. There's a power jack button right here on the side to work those front jacks. Your front entry exit door going in and out of the bedroom area does have that black safety glass entry exit door with the window built in that's Lippert thin shade ready. Now up here, this isn't really a main entry door because it's your bedroom area. They put the traditional hover style step instead of the flip up steps. They do that in a couple parts. One, again, it's not really your main door that you're going to run in and out of all day, but also that step when it flips up, that heavy duty entry step on the back door, when it flips up, kind of impedes into the walk around area of the bedroom. So if you are stopping at a rest area or a Walmart parking lot or somewhere, and if you had that flip up style step, it kind of interferes with your ability to move around in that bedroom, that side of the bed, I guess you'd say. So they put a traditional hover style step here. So if you did want to just go in and out, you still could, and they gave you a door. They just didn't do the step that's going to impede on that area. Looking here a little bit further along, you are going to have a wide stance axle system. You have steel wheels, drum brakes, easy lube hubs. There's outside TV hookups right here, electric outlet right there. You have the big power awning with the adjustable arms for tilting. Manual override in the front arm head, and it does have the nicer LED kind of light bar instead of the little smaller diodes that you find on a lot of awnings. This awning light here is a little more expensive, but I like the fact that they did that. On the back door, you again have that glass, safety glass entry exit door with the window built in, Lippert thin shade ready, so you can get that aftermarket shade. It does have the large folding entry handle, as this is again your main entry exit door. They put the heavy duty 500-pound rated step on here, comes down, touches the ground, adjustable feet, and again it flips in the doorway when traveling. Back here in the corner, you're going to have your on-demand water heater and also your furnace exhausting out right here. Now looking down below underneath here, you can see power rear stabilizer jacks. You can also kind of see that enclosed underbelly down there. On around to the back side here, traditional kind of flat back fiberglass rear end. It does have the 4-inch square tube bumper, spare tire mount and cover on the back. Detachable 50 amp power cord plugs in here on the rear. Looking up top, you can kind of see there's a little bit of an arch to that roof to try to shed away the water and stuff that might land up there when it's raining. Also, in the top center up there, there is prepping for the Furrion rear observation camera. And that's a very nice camera system that would allow you to see what's going on behind you when you're driving down the road or backing into a campsite. But it is already prepped for that camera. If you want to add that aftermarket, talk with your salesperson about adding that. Going on along here, you can see it is a slide out, as we've seen when we were inside. Now this customer ordered theirs with a slide out awning cover over top of that slide room. It's very nice. It basically helps shed away a lot of water, leaves, twigs, debris, that type of stuff that might land up there. It also shades the top of that room to help try to keep it a little bit cooler. And it rolls in and out with the slide room automatically when you open and close it. Pretty cool. You have these deep tint safety glass windows, as we mentioned when we were inside. So very nice setup there. You are going to have just down below right here your dump area. So you can kind of see underneath of there your gray galley, black handles, all that type of stuff coming out right there. I also forgot to mention on the front corner by the frame power jacks in the front, on the other side was the freshwater tank drain. I forgot to mention that when we were on that side. But what do you guys think so far of the outside look of the new 2026 VIBE Extreme Lite? Do you like this look, this graphics package? What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. On this side of the pass-through storage area, we have kind of a little docking station area. So right here, you're gonna have your gravity fill freshwater tank inlet. your city water inlet, and your black tank flush. You have cable and satellite inlets. A motion light right here that I did not turn on. You have an electric outlet right here. You also have your bypass for your water heater or winterization valve. You have the hot and cold outside utility shower. And then there is pre-prep where that little square is drawn right there for a solar panel if you want to get a solar panel installed on one of these things. Now, real quick, some very, very important informational stuff. This, by the way, held up by a magnetic holder and also has that slam lock baggage door lock on it. Right here, we have some important informational stuff. Just wanted to run over this with you real quick. Production date sticker tells me this RV was built 6/23 of 25. My model number 2400RB. Gross weight of this RV, the most you're allowed to load it up to, axle weight, hitch weight, everything combined, do not exceed this number, 7,780 pounds. Tire size, ST205/75R14 D-range tire with a 65 PSI cold. Now right down here on the frame, they put the dry weight sticker. So it tells me my dry weight sticker here is 6,200 pounds when it rolled off the assembly line with these options. Had an exterior length of 29 feet 10 inches. So they kept it right under that 30-foot mark. There's a battery disconnect down there. You have room for 1 or 2 batteries to go on the front of here, depending on which size batteries you go with. There is a power tongue jack. So you have power front and rear stabilizers and power tongue jack. All of them have manual overrides in case of an electronic failure. There's a light built into that power tongue jack too. You have 2 5/16 hitch ball, heavy duty safety change, 7-way Bargman wire and plug. You have the breakaway cable there, 2 20-pound propane tanks, auto changeover regulator, the hard cover. Now the front of this thing has like a lower diamond plate metal skirting, and then you have a aluminum kind of 2-piece front there with some vinyl graphics on it. You have a center light there, which is your traditional white light. And then you have 2 amber lights there on each side, and they have separate switches. So again, very nicely done. I also like the fact that they put the little safety chain and wiring holder there to just kind of clip things into place. Just nicely done there. All right, let's step back inside. I want to show you what it looks like closed. We'll be right back on the inside. All right, we are now back up inside the new 2026 VIBE 2400RB travel trailer here. And I just wanted to come in and kind of show you what it looks like closed up. So I've gone ahead and closed up the slide already to speed that part up for you. But you could see here, it is a very snug fit. Now, when it comes shipped in from the factory, they have these 2 stools actually strapped down to the bed when it comes in for delivery. So that's where I'm guessing they expect you to kind of put those out of the way so they just don't bounce around back here. But you could see I could come in through this back door, get to my refrigerator, get to my sink. I could make something on the stove top. So if you're stopping at a rest area or, you know, wanting to stop at the grocery store and then load some of your stuff in here, you could do so without the RV actually being opened up. Now, if you're just wanting to come in, use the restroom or something, or lay down, take a nap if you're at the rest area, you could do that through the front door. So when it is closed up, it is a very snug fit. So you could see you're not really squeezing through there. But still, you have the ability to go in and out of the RV to do things. Now, on the control over here, this is where your awning and your slide button and stuff are. You are going to basically push the button and it's going to take it out. This is a 12-volt powered slide system. So as long as you got a good charged up battery, you should have the juice to roll this thing in and out. Pretty simple. It's very, very important when moving these slides that you make sure your floor is clean so you don't accidentally run over like a rock or something that might have come off your shoe. Because when it comes in, it has no mercy. If there's a rock or something in the floor, it will come right over top of it, rip and damage your linoleum. So very, very important to sweep out your floor before you run it in. But when you're also going out, make sure there's nothing in the way, like the electric pole or the water pole or something at the campground. Very, very important so you don't crash into something and damage it. All right, folks, again, if you don't mind, please remember to smash that like button. If you haven't done so already, please remember to subscribe if you want to keep up with more videos. And as always, do yourself a big favor. Check out the folks at Couch's RV Nation, guys. They're one of the largest internet discount dealers in the country. They have shipping available. They even have a build and price out option on their website where you can pick every floor plan they sell, every brand they sell, and pick and choose the available options that the factory offers. It'll spit you back a price in your email really quickly. If you don't see it within typically a minute or so, check your junk mail because sometimes they end up there a lot. All right, thanks again for watching my videos.